The night Daniel Carter decided to tell his wife the truth, the city was already asleep, but his conscience wasn't. The house was quiet except for the low hum of the refrigerator and the distant sound of traffic drifting in from the highway. Daniel stood in the kitchen, staring at his reflection in the dark window, rehearsing the same sentence again and again, knowing none of the versions would save him. Across the hallway, Emily Carter sat on the edge of the bed, scrolling through her phone, unaware that the life she believed she understood was about to fracture. Emily had always trusted Daniel. 10 years of marriage had taught her that he was careful, predictable, and safe. That was why what he was about to say would hurt more than a betrayal shouted in anger. "Emily," Daniel finally called out, his voice thinner than he expected. She looked up. "You okay? You look like you've seen a ghost." Daniel sat across from her, rubbing his palms together. "I need to talk to you about something important." That was when Emily knew. Important conversations never happened this late. Not unless something had already gone wrong. Before she could respond, the front door creaked open and Marcus Hill stepped inside, shaking off the cold. Marcus was Daniel's best friend since college, the kind of guy who treated other people's problems like puzzles he could fix if he stared at them long enough. "You left your garage open again," Marcus said casually, then stopped when he saw their faces. "Bad timing." "Perfect timing," Daniel muttered. Emily frowned. "What's going on?" Daniel took a breath. "I've been offered a position. In Seattle." The word hung in the air, heavy and unfinished. Emily blinked. "Seattle? Since when?" "Since 3 weeks ago." Her expression changed, slow but sharp. 3 weeks. "And you're telling me now?" Marcus shifted uncomfortably. He already knew the rest of the story, and he didn't like how it ended. "It's not just a job," Daniel continued. "It's a partnership. Equity. It's everything I've been working toward." Emily stood up. "So you planned all this without me?" "I was going to tell you," he said quickly. "I just needed to be sure." "Be sure of what?" she asked. "That I'd say yes." Silence answered for him. Emily's phone buzzed on the bed. She ignored it. "You know my mother's health isn't stable. You know my work is here. You know this isn't something you decide alone." Marcus cleared his throat. It's a huge opportunity. Not many people get this kind of shot." She turned toward him, eyes flashing. "I didn't ask you." That was when the front door opened again, and Sofia Martinez stepped in, holding a folder against her chest. Sofia was Daniel's colleague, brilliant and relentlessly honest, the kind of person who never softened bad news. "I'm sorry," Sofia said. "I didn't mean to interrupt." "Daniel, you forgot these." Emily looked from Sofia to Daniel. "And who is this?" Sofia hesitated, sensing the tension. "I'm Sofia. We work together." Emily nodded slowly. "Of course you do." Daniel felt the walls closing in. This was unraveling faster than he'd feared. Sofia glanced at Marcus, then back at Daniel. "Should I come back later?" "No," Emily said sharply. "Stay. I'd like to hear everything tonight." Daniel swallowed. "Emily." "No," she said. "You've already waited 3 weeks. I can wait 5 more minutes." Sofia exhaled and sat down. "The Seattle offer comes with conditions. Daniel would need to relocate immediately. The company wants him on site." Emily laughed once, bitter and short. "Immediately. Of course they do." Marcus leaned forward. Listen. This could change everything for them. "For you." "For me," Emily repeated. "Funny how everyone keeps deciding what's good for me." Daniel stood up, panic creeping into his voice. "I did this for us. For our future." "Our future doesn't exist without honesty," Emily said. "And you lost that." The room fell silent again, broken only by the ticking clock on the wall. Each second felt like a countdown to something irreversible. Sofia spoke softly. "Daniel didn't mean to hurt you. He was afraid." Emily looked at her. "Afraid of what?" "Of staying stuck," Sofia answered honestly. That hit harder than any accusation. Emily picked up her phone and finally checked the notification. Her sister had called twice. She locked the screen without responding. "So this is it," Emily said. "You've already decided. You just wanted my permission to feel better about it." "That's not true," Daniel insisted. "If you say no, I won't go." Emily met his eyes, searching for certainty, and found only conflict. "You will," she said quietly. "Even if you don't want to admit it yet." Marcus looked away. He'd seen this before. Dreams and marriages rarely broke cleanly. Emily grabbed her jacket. I need air. Daniel followed her to the door. Emily, please. She turned back once. You asked me earlier if I was okay. I'm not. And right now, I don't agree with the life you're choosing. Then she left. The door closed with a sound that felt permanent. Daniel stood frozen. Sophia gathered her folder slowly. I'll email you tomorrow, she said, then paused. For what it's worth, this doesn't make you a villain. It just makes you human. Marcus put a hand on Daniel's shoulder. You can still fix this. Daniel wasn't sure if that was hope or comfort. Outside, Emily walked down the empty street, the cold biting at her face, wondering how love could feel so strong and so fragile at the same time. She knew one thing for certain now. Some decisions didn't break relationships because of distance. They broke them because of silence. And tonight, that silence was louder than any argument.